right, guys, welcome back to another episode of the Discipline Habits Podcast. I'm Jess Gordon, your host, and today I have two special guests, the hosts of the Unstructured Podcast, Juan Faura and Ethan Zaretsky.
Woo! Excited to be here.
Yeah, so excited to have you guys, especially because your podcast, one of your episodes, Juan, you specifically said, oh, like if you want to start a podcast, you should just do it. And I was like, okay, like I'll do it. So that's kind of why I wanted to start one.
Wow, so that's an honor if you're telling me that me saying that helped potentially start that process.
Yeah, it did, because you said it, and I was just like, sure, why not do this? Like,
boom.
How have you been enjoying it so far?
Yeah, tell me.
Tell us about the journey.
It's been super fun. I feel like I'm learning every time I do another episode, like whether that's editing. Ethan has helped me a lot with editing because I was doing it completely wrong to start off. So that was a struggle at first. But we kind of got it figured out. So I think I'm doing all the tips and tricks that you said to do.
You got an intro, you got an outro.
I got an intro and outro. I got the text going because of Ethan.
I saw you change the color on the top.
I did change the color. I was like, black's too boring. I just want to do.
Get the loop going.
Yeah, the whole 9 yards. So yeah, it's been good. It's super fun. I saw you guys were doing an episode this morning.
Yes, we recorded just right here at 9:30
in the morning.
Oh,
we
nice.
had our first...
Well, 9:34 because you were a couple minutes late.
That's true, and I did 10 push-ups.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think that's good. That's a good thing. If you're late, you do push-ups.
I agree. Accountability.
Yeah. All right. Anyways, so Juan, what is a discipline habit that you want to talk about today?
Following up and maintaining transformational rather than transactional relationships. And so what I mean by that is a lot of people, they're worried about, especially in college when it comes to professional development, how am I going to get connected to this person? I want to talk to this person. But they do it, and then they don't actually follow up. And more importantly, build a relationship. And I think a lot of the industry, whether it's sports and entertainment, whether it's architecture, whether it's engineering, you're so concerned as a college kid, which I get from an ambition standpoint. You want to get a job. You want to get this person to help you get from X point to Y point. But I think if you actually build a relationship, ask them how they've been. You know, every 3 months, I always said a thing. Every 3 months for the people that I want to keep in touch with, you know, hop on a call with them and just talk anything life. That's how you build those relationships. And then naturally in the conversation, oh, you're in Miami right now? Oh, we have this event. Boom. Literally that happened when I went to Orlando to a conference. I was catching up with somebody. He's a lawyer down in Miami. Oh, I'm going to be in Orlando actually if you want to stop by. Great. This kid ended up coming to the conference. And look, that's a touch point there. And I just think kids need to focus more on that rather than the job sake, because that's how you're going to actually get the job, because people want to work with people they go to happy hour with, not the person that's good at just writing emails.
Yes.
Facts.
That's so good.
You should switch that from 3 months to like once every couple of weeks. That's what I think personally.
Yeah, I love that.
Keep the circle small, but keep reaching out to those people more consistently.
I love that.
That's how you can improve your habit, I think.
I'm down to have a 30-minute and you break that down for me more.
Let's do it. Next Unstructured Pod, we'll talk about connecting. Literally next, literally counter invite, literally inbound, literally next, literally ROI positive. Go, Juan.
On to Ethan's.
Wow, guys.
we're like really high paced for you.
I see that.
On to Ethan's discipline habit, maybe, eh?
Well, we talked about this before. I don't know if I have one, and then you guys were like,
besides the Rangers.
Yeah, I like to watch the Rangers. It's on my calendar every single day. They play today and tomorrow and Thursday and Saturday and Sunday. And that's like 3.5 hours of my time every single day.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I can't miss a game.
I have another comment back to what you were saying. Sorry to cut you off.
No, you're
but
good.
I have another comment. I think that's also like a sales thing too. Like reconnecting with your client, even if they're not like a client at the moment. I know you have a business.
Yes. CRM. That's exactly what you're alluding to, is like a CRM, customer relationship management.
Yes. And yeah, that's an excellent habit. So.
And I think more kids need to do it. They're like, oh, I've spoken to this person, VP of social media at blah, blah, blah. Okay, great. And?
Yeah.
Like, it's not about who you talk to. Like, yes, that does matter as a first touch point, but build a relationship first. I've never, ever tried to approach myself of what can I get out of this person. Yeah. It's more of what can I provide.
Yeah.
Provide the value.
That's an entrepreneurship mindset. Are you a minor in entrepreneurship?
Well, my minor is the business, I guess. So, no, I'm not a minor in entrepreneurship. Okay. I'm a minor in law and sports industry.
Fancy.
Yeah, but yours is, what is your resume? Right back at you.
My resume is telecom major, entrepreneurship minor. So
and this is the podcast, is the business and essentially
yes. Would love to get this monetized. like how brand
And
is.
let me ask you, how do you think you can monetize?
I think by paid sponsorship ads.
And
So like if somebody's like, oh, I listen to podcasts, you have X amount of followers, viewers, whatever, like, oh, I want to toss in my ad in there for $100.
so if I'm
Whether
if
that's
I'm
a service
brand,
or a monetary product, like an actual product.
can we do like a little A/B prototype real quick? Like that means like a quick test.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm not trying to put you on the spot. I just think it's fun.
Okay.
I'm a brand. Hey, Jess, I've seen kind of your podcast. What can your podcast do for me to move my marketing strategy from top of the funnel to bottom, which means I want to get sales. How are you going to do that for me?
All right. So if your business is something that my listeners could benefit from, let's just say a clothing line, say, oh, all my listeners, they're like really passionate about gym life, and by having them listen to your ad, they might be interested in your business.
Gotcha.
Do I get
Nice.
an A+?
No, I'm not
Yeah.
grading you here. This is not like a grading thing. I was just asking a question of
Was
like,
that like actually a good answer?
it's all subjective. I don't know.
All right, next.
Literally
Next,
next. Literally,
next.
You got her on the,
We gotta
got her
make
on
that
the
an
lingo.
No,
LC,
I was
no?
thinking about your little like intro that you do every time, Juan. You're like, da-da-da,
No, no, no.
da-da-da. I was
Well-
expecting you to like do that, but no,
Well,
that's only the Unstructured Podcast.
Yeah, because I don't. Here's the thing. I didn't want to come on here, and I don't think Ethan can say the same thing. And I feel like I'm talking too much. I want to shine light
All
on
right, Ethan.
I
Yeah,
want-
I'm
speak
like, I'm
up.
kind of just sitting over here like,
No, I want
Say
Ethan to talk. I'm
something.
trying to let you talk, bro. I'm feeding you into the fun.
that's good. I'm
I
here.
didn't want to
I'm
come.
here for
I didn't want to
anything.
come on here try to make it about me. It's about Jess Gordon, and that's your podcast.
Yeah, but I wanted to have you guys on here too. So
Boom. So it's mutual. Ethan,
Yeah,
talk.
Ethan,
I'm
go
done
ahead.
talking. I'm on.
All right, now
I'm
you're just gonna put me on the spot. What
yeah,
do you want me to talk
anything.
about?
Talk
So
about your
you
passion
can't-
for the Rangers.
Yeah, you
Oh,
can't. You
God.
can't be on the
I
spot.
talk
like
about
that.
it too much. No, I can be. It's just
Okay.
you're like, oh, talk now. Go and now, like, what? What am I supposed
All
to
right, we're
say?
on the next thing. Go.
St. Patrick's Day. Oh no, how about we just talk about Nashville? I mean,
Oh,
we
yeah.
Jess and I saw each other in Nashville.
Nashville.
We both went to
Yeah.
Nashville for spring break.
It was so fun.
It was a lot of fun.
Have you been? You need to go.
It's a lot of fun.
It's really cool.
Is it okay if I don't listen to country music?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes. It is.
100%.
But does it
You can
make
go to
it the
Dirk's.
same? Like, obviously, if I don't listen to country, like, does that make? Is
No.
It, is,
You'll
it still
enjoy-
is it still
Honestly,
worth going if I don't
Yes,
listen to country?
100%.
It's better if you don't.
I disagree. I personally like country music. That's
Who's your favorite artist?
Jason Aldean.
Is he coming to Penn State?
He has been here in the past. I've seen him in the past.
Are you going to the Zach Bryan and?
Unfortunately, I'm not. I'm thinking about Luke Combs. I asked my friend yesterday. I was like, oh, so maybe we should go to Luke Combs. So that might
You
be
gotta go
in
to
the
one.
future. Yeah. But Zach Bryan, they were like really expensive, I think.
Same with Tunchi and Jake.
Okay. I don't know what that is.
Yes.
Tunchi's Lil Wayne.
Oh.
Oh.
Lil Wayne and Drake.
Yeah.
I'm uncultured. I don't. Anyways, yeah, so definitely you should go, even if you're not a country music fan. Pretty much all my friends that I went with, they weren't country music fans. Ethan,
I wasn't so much, but I was
medium.
saying it's better to go there not being a country music fan and then getting to appreciate it as like a new kind of
True.
culture to
Yeah.
embody. I really enjoyed it. I've been listening to country music nonstop ever since I left.
Yeah. So maybe that would be you.
Massive
You listen-
withdrawals, and you would be listening to Broadway.
Withdrawals. Whoa, that's a little negative.
No, like, or like, what's it called?
Withdrawals
no,
from not listening to country music.
No, withdrawals from not being in Nashville.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
like it was so fun.
How long does that usually resonate for? 72 hours or?
It's been 72 hours.
Yeah.
It's been like 4 days.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so I highly recommend going to Nashville, even if you don't like country music. It's a really fun city. I would honestly move there in a heartbeat.
Wow.
Yeah.
totally-
Wait,
Literally,
wait,
I
totally
went
agree.
on what?
No, go ahead.
I went on Indeed and I was like looking at jobs. So I still don't have a full time job, but
Okay, and
in Nashville.
I have a question. How do you feel about that?
I feel like I'm really relaxed about it actually because I have confidence that I'm gonna get a good job, and that I just have faith that it's gonna work out.
I agree, and everybody's on their own time.
Yeah, and like a lot of my friends already have their jobs. They're working in New York City, and I'm like, well, that's all right. I don't have a job, but
And guess what?
You'll get one.
Be happy for them, and that's great for them.
Yes,
that
of
has
course.
nothing to do with you, though.
yeah, exactly. So it's my timeline, not theirs. So
Correct. Even if that means at 32, that's when that starts.
yeah.
Genuinely, like actually.
hmm
Well, Jess, what's the most recent discipline habit that you have developed?
Good question, Ethan.
That is a good question. Thank you for asking that, Ethan. I think that my most recent discipline habit, I kind of talk about this a lot, is changing my mindset. I definitely was much more, I wouldn't say I've always been a negative person, but like I feel like recently I was just always saying negative things. And I didn't like that. So I was like, all right, we need to change this up. I posted this on my Instagram story. I was like, ugh, I have to go to the gym versus I get to go to the gym. That's like a huge thing. Mm-hmm. I think that if you change your mindset, same with, ugh, I have to go to class. I get to go to class. That's like definitely something that if you look at everything in a positive light, it's so much better to have a grateful heart.
I agree.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Yeah, I know he hates when I say that.
My blood is boiling.
I purposely did that for this one time.
That's cap. You realized after you said it.
Correct. What's your mental model?
My what?
So I was on this podcast, shout out Elevation Nation, and they asked me what's my mental model or my mental fortitude. Like, what do you live by? It could be a Bible verse, it could be a quote, it could be like just like anything. Like, what's your mental motto?
Ooh, that's tough. I feel like I live by a lot of things. Specifically like Bible verses. One Bible verse that's my absolute favorite that I literally say to myself every single day is I don't know what it is, like the numbers, but it's in Psalms, and it's this is the day the Lord has made, let us rejoice and be glad in it. And I think that is just so good. Like every day the Lord's giving me a chance to be better, come closer to him, shine his light on people, or spread the gospel, like, so I live by that. And then also I think that I live by I don't know, it's just like it's not really a mantra, but just like having a positive attitude is just so much better in so many ways. Like, why nobody wants to be around somebody that's a negative.
Facts.
And nobody wants to be around somebody that's like complaining all the time. Like, I hate complainers. I do not like complainers at all. And like, why are you complaining?
No, he's just smiling. He's just smiling.
Oh,
really
well, you're allowed to complain sometimes, but
no.
I just feel like if you're literally complaining all the time, that's all you have to say. Like, that's kind of like unattractive too. Like, I don't know. It's just I don't hang around with you at all. So
that's good to know.
What's yours? What was it called?
Mental model, mental fortitude.
Mental fortitude, mental model. Yeah.
It's literally just take advantage of shout out Eric Johnson.
Oh wait, yeah, I heard you
take
say
advantage of an opportunity of a lifetime of the lifetime of the opportunity. I think that's so critical.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you have 55 days left. The only reason I know that is because cafe
starts today.
And guess who's not doing that? Me. But
same.
Great. If you do it, if you're also doing it, great. Just make sure you're doing it for a reason. That's for yourself. Next. The 55 days left in the semester, like, maximize it.
Yeah.
It's really sad.
I know, it is really sad. What is your mental fortitude? What is it called?
Mental fortitude. You got it.
Fortitude.
Let's go Rangers.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, what else am I gonna say? I
have something for you that
I wake up and the first thing I think about is, do the Rangers play today?
Oh wow.
Really?
And it's like, yeah. And then like, does my life have to revolve around that? And yeah, it does.
So would you say that your life revolves around the Rangers? Primarily, like. Okay.
Like yeah, I mean it's my life. Like
Dang.
He's
like,
one of those. So in marketing,
I'm a diehard fan.
In marketing 443, one of the terms we actually came up with is diehard, and it's actually on the pyramid of fans. So you would be on the diehard section, which means that realistically, your economic value, and this is how I'm applying what teachers say, apply what you've learned. So I'm applying what I learned.
Oh wow, very good.
Pause.
Sorry.
No, it's all good. No, I like that. So the economic value, it would be low for you because you've already consistently go there. So it's not like any benefit more to the team. But what the thing is your emotional attachment actually goes up.
Yeah.
So just wanted to explain that.
That's fine.
Shout out Dr. Checchio. But go ahead.
Shout out Dr. Checchio, whoever that is.
Marketing 443 professor.
Or
Very
Penn
nice.
State professor.
Very nice.
Yeah. Well, I feel like I'm really positive, but I don't know.
What do you think you
I'm
struggle
being put
with
on
the
this.
most? What do you think you struggle with
I
the
feel
most?
like you're positive.
I'm pretty lazy. Like I push things to the last minute a lot, which a lot of people don't know. But yeah.
I actually did not know that either.
Yeah, same. You don't strike me as that person.
Yeah. I don't know. That's a bad thing for me because I feel like I'm putting on a fake persona. But
Do you feel like you are actually though, holistically?
what?
Holistically, do you feel that you are putting a fake light of yourself?
No.
Because I did that for 3 years.
No. Because if I felt it, then I would just snap out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't feel that I'm putting on a fake persona, but it might seem to other people that I am.
Which that's the point of like not caring.
I don't care.
I think that's the thing.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's okay. I'm glad you said that because I don't care what anyone
He
thinks
actually
about me.
doesn't.
That's
like,
good.
I could
That's something I'm learning right now.
I would
feel
lose.
like-
I care about what the close people care. Everybody else, I don't.
Yeah. I feel like I should start like doing that.
But even the close people, like you gotta keep like your wall up. You know, I've lost way too many friends from fake relationships.
Well, then that's where I've had a conversation with him, and that's like a different thing of like, then that's obviously all subjective. Where he was like, I've lost a lot of friends because, and I understand then why he has that wall.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But that also can be a situation of, I know it's easy to say, I'm providing that disclaimer, but got to treat everybody as their own person.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I definitely do.
So
yeah.
I'm not saying you don't.
I'm just you know, you got to treat everyone the same. But if they don't treat you the way you want to be treated, then
100%.
they're for the streets.
What's the biggest thing that you feel, Jess, that you want to work on going into the rest of the semester?
Yeah, kind of like what I said. I feel like not caring what people think. That's something that I'm continuously working on. My sister said it best. She was like, who cares? Like, literally, she said that. She was just like, whatever. Because, yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I just overthink things, and that's something that I'm also working on. So those kind of go hand in hand, like not overthinking and not caring what other people think.
Can you give me an example of when you overthink?
When I'm posting my Snapchat story.
Really? Because it feels like you just pull it out and go.
Well,
it looks like it at least.
You think too much about it, I think.
Yeah,
Are you worried about like how many replies, how many?
No, not even that. I'm just like, wow, like all these people from high school. Like, I don't know. I just like think about.
You do know. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just think about like people from high school because whenever I did do YouTube, whenever I was in, this is really exposing, but when I was in YouTube, like a lot of people would make fun of me for doing YouTube in high school, and ultimately I stopped, and then here we are again. And my videos are still on the internet, so you don't need to be watching those because they are kind of embarrassing and cringy. But like I liked it, and even though I liked it, I stopped because I was like, oh my gosh, so many people are talking about me, and they're hating and all this other stuff. So, yeah.
Hopefully maybe this slogan. I'm a big buzzword / like slogan type of guy. Ethan knows this. I don't know if this would help. It's corny until it's not. I'll give you a prime example.
Okay.
I use it for anything. Like you said, your YouTube, it's embarrassing. Don't watch it. No, you should embrace that because that was part of your journey.
Yeah.
Nelk is, I think, a prime example. Nelk was corny, prank videos, and them doing dumb stuff. That stuff was corny. I know they got made fun of for it. I know they did. Now everybody wants to wear a Happy Dad hat anywhere they go.
Yeah, that's true. True. That's good.
Yeah, I don't know. You got to just stick with what you like and what makes you happy and not worry about what other people are saying.
Because you'll have resentment of yourself and others if
and
you don't want to second guess yourself.
Yeah.
You do what makes you happy, and if it's true and you truly believe it's making you happy, then why stop?
Yeah, because you're going to get a consequence either way, good or bad. There's going to be a result. That's something I also struggle with indecisiveness too. Like there's going to be a result either way. You know?
Yeah.
Like if you start Jess Gordon LLC and that's the thing post-grad, okay. Like if you do that, great. And you figure out 27, 26, 24, it's not your thing. At least you know you tried. The worst thing is like, oh my God, I wish, or what could have been.
And I don't want that to happen.
No.
Like I don't want it to be like
everything, but you gotta.
Yeah, and then that's also like goes back to why I wanted to start a podcast. I was like, this is my last semester. Don't know if I'm gonna have the resources. Don't know if I'm gonna have like the time. I don't know what I'm doing after I graduate, so who knows? But I was like, whatever, let's just do it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay.
Dang.
Win the week. We only have 55 days left, so enjoy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Embrace
really
it.
sad.
Yeah,
Actually,
but
it's
also
bittersweet.
exciting.
It's bittersweet. Yeah.
We did our time. My mom, when I was back, shout out Melissa Faura. Both of you need to try her pancakes. Absolutely amazing. Chocolate chip to be in particular. Ghirardelli 80% cocoa for getting really in depth.
Next.
Wow.
Oh yeah, come on, we're intentional with everything.
That's crazy.
So she said, she's like, oh my God, Juan, I'm upset. She starts like tearing eyed, you know, all the mom things. I go, Mom, I did my time. Like, you know, she's like, are you gonna miss it? Of course I'm gonna miss it, but I did my time. Like, and I think
you had
just
your 4 years.
once you do your time in any part of your life, you gotta just appreciate that and be like, all right, on to the next thing.
Yeah.
I'm just sorry. I'm like getting sad now. Like I'm just thinking about it.
I get it, bro. You should feel it though. I'm not saying you shouldn't feel it.
Right now.
You should feel it because if you don't feel it, that means you didn't give a rat's butt.
And also, like, all of our friends are going somewhere else, and all of our peers are going somewhere else, doing whatever. It's fine, but
what would you take away? Actually, that's my last question.
Okay.
What would you take away? I know there's a lot of things we experience in college, but if you had to say one thing that you experienced that you're gonna remember as in like whether that's a specific memory or just anything that you're like, okay, that's college. If that makes sense.
Like educationally or?
No, holistically, like it can be anything. It can be educationally, it can be whatever. Like, what do you take away from college? Like if someone's like, yo, what was college for you?
It was definitely a time to experiment and try everything. Because, like, I switched my majors so many times. I tried it all, did clubs, business fraternity, whatever. I did it all, tried it all, and I found out what I liked towards the end, but I figured it out a little bit more, you know? No comment.
No, I'm listening. Yeah.
Like, I feel like it took me a while, but I eventually found out what I actually liked, which is telecom. I really like telecom, and I find it interesting, and it's fun to study. And although I didn't realize that until last spring.
That's perfect. You're on your own time.
Yeah.
I just want to keep pushing that down your throat. It's like you're on your own time.
Yeah.
You don't need to figure it out. I feel like college tries to make
I feel like you're like a therapist right now to me.
I'm not trying to be. I'm just trying to be honest.
Okay, that's good. I like the honesty.
But like, I feel like everybody's on their own time. It's something that I've struggled with too. Is like, look, some people have the path where they get their internship junior year. They're gonna be in Madison Avenue senior year in college. Yeah. But everybody's on their own time.
Yeah.
Ryan Gosling worked at Speedway. It's 32. I know everybody's like, well, that's only Ryan Gosling. Okay, but still, it's the point.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
you never know when your time's go time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You literally don't.
Yeah, I like your hat, by the way.
Actually, it's always go time.
I appreciate it.
Come on, it's always go time. That's what you're supposed to say.
Always go time. So.
Yeah, so that's what I would take away. Like.
What's yours?
Try it all.
Honestly, very similar to what Jess had to say. I experienced a lot, learned a lot, tried a lot of new things, visited a lot of different places, met a lot of new people that I would have never hung out with in high school.
Yeah.
Decided I liked sports broadcasting, which is a big part of my life. And yeah, I think that's a big part of it, like just finding out what I enjoyed, that I didn't know about because I came in as an engineering student. So
are you serious?
Yeah.
And that's
now
crazy.
I'm graduating in sports broadcasting and sports journalism.
Dang, yeah, that's wild.
I always loved sports, but I never knew I could do it until I really tried, and I gave it a shot. So
yeah, I think that's so good, and you're killing it. So
thank you.
Facts. Literally, I've watched all his stuff, and that's
yeah,
not
I know.
he
always posts reels. I'm watching it too.
And his live broadcasts. Dude, I want that kid to literally be on MSG Networks.
Yeah.
And I mean that very not just buzzy, high energy. I genuinely mean that.
Yeah.
Literally MSG Network.
Or Bridgestone Plus, because I want to work in Nashville.
Facts, Bridgestone Plus.
He's ready to go to Nashville. Visits there.
Facts.
I'm literally going as soon as I graduate.
Crazy.
Yeah.
I didn't know you guys not met. You guys saw each other in Nashville.
Yeah.
On purpose or unintentionally?
Yeah.
Literally Aldean's rooftop. Literally next.
Yeah.
Boom. Literally inbound.
Yeah, it was so fun.
Yeah.
So
it was a good time.
Did your roommates like it as much as you liked it?
No.
Really?
No, because
Because you're obsessed.
Yeah, I am obsessed.
Why didn't your roommates like it as much? Like, did they not like?
I just know.
I
I just haven't spoken to them about it, but I just know I enjoy it. I just know.
That's funny.
I just know.
See, my friends and I, we've been texting ever since. We were like, "Oh my gosh, we need to go back. That was so fun. Like all these things." Yeah, that was my first time.
Fire. How's the food? Do they got soul food or what's the itinerary?
Yeah, they got good food. I went to brunch 2 times and both places were amazing.
Bougie brunch?
Yeah, that's where we met Tana Mojo at the one place.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Here we go. Here's Juan.
Tana Mojo.
You're bringing this up this late into the podcast.
Yeah, and then today she posted us on her Snapchat story.
Whoa.
I was like,
for real?
yeah, she did.
Brand equity next.
Fire.
Yeah.
You sent her the podcast link?
You know what's...
You sent her the podcast link?
Sure, we can send it to her.
No, did you?
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
Okay, no worries.
But she was in her caption on her Snapchat story, she was like, I met these girls that were on a bachelorette party. We did not say that. So she just made that up, I guess.
Yeah, well, that's BS.
Yeah. But yeah, so we saw her at brunch one day, and I didn't really try into the hot chicken, did you?
Yeah, I went to Hattie B's, which is the popular chicken place down there. It's pretty good, but nothing.
I think my friends went there. We kind of split off one day, and I didn't want to do it. So
nothing to call home about.
Nothing crazy.
Yeah.
Nothing to call
You're not
home
doing
about.
backflips over it.
No, I'm not doing tricks on it. But I do
Was
want.
there any other food that you had that was worth noting?
Hattie B's is the only place that we ate out at,
Hattie?
and we cooked everything inside.
Yeah.
Wait, you had an Airbnb?
Yeah.
Not a big deal. What was the Whole Foods or
Kroger? It's Kroger.
Kroger?
Yeah. Shout out Isaac.
Is it public or IPO?
Public.
Gotcha.
No, it's public. Yeah, it's public.
Yeah.
It took me a second to get what you're asking, but
Yeah,
yeah, Kroger's big grocery store.
I haven't never shopped there.
Where's your go-to shopping in State
My
College?
go-to is Walmart, Trader Joe's, Aldi.
Facts.
Yeah, those are good spots.
Shout out Whole Foods. And
Whole Foods
Acme.
is good too, though.
That's
But
a little
ultimately, I like
pricey.
Publix.
Oh my
I love
god,
Publix.
that's a
Literally, their
Miami
pub
thing.
sub. Yeah, Florida in general. Their pub subs are amazing.
Buffalo chicken pub sub next.
No, the chicken tender one.
Retail or
Yeah, buffalo chicken tender pub
No,
sub.
like the regular.
Nah, the
Yo,
buffalo.
if Jess
I
says
don't
regular,
Hey.
it's regular. Oh, sorry, if it's regular. Sorry, I'm having a conversation.
Hey, Juan,
Chat.
can you hear me?
This
Can you hear me? How about now? Can you hear me
I
now?
know I'm
better?
gonna make Jess's life horrible when she edits the audio.
Yeah, whenever I
but,
have to turn up the audio. Well, most of the time I have to turn down my audio because I'm like screaming into the microphone. You know, I get really passionate. I talk with my hands. You know.
Who does the same thing? Who does the same
you
thing?
just
Yeah.
did the.
Look
Wow.
at him.
I apologize, yo, chat. I apologize.
Chat.
Yeah, no, we got chat. They got the live YouTube chat for all the viewers, but yeah, man. I don't know. That's what I got.
Dang, yeah, same. Ethan, any final thoughts?
Let's go Rangers.
Oh my gosh.
Literally,
could've
first round
called that.
exit. First round exit.
Yeah, I could have called that from 5 minutes.
But for real, in all seriousness, guys, like Jess she's got a great heart, great attitude, and I think definitely
you.
listen to her podcast. And I don't know, yeah, let's just.
Oh yeah, shout out to the Unstructured Podcast. They post every Friday at 1:30
The
p.m.
fact that she has the time set.
It's always on social media. Ethan's like, oh, this time Unstructured Pod,
Yeah.
whatever. But yeah, seriously, go follow them as well on YouTube.
Yeah. Thank you for having us.
Yeah,
Appreciate
of
it,
course.
seriously.
Yeah.
Let's go, kick ass.
Thanks, guys.